Good afternoon. Today at Toronto Police Headquarters, Homicide Detective Steve Henkel will update the media into Homicide number 42 of this year. Detective?
Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. As Jennifer has mentioned, we wanted to provide the public and the members of the media with an update into our investigation into Homicide 42 of this year. On Monday, August the 15th, 2016, at 5:45 p.m., Mr. Steven Doyle was struck by a motor vehicle traveling northbound at a high rate of speed on George Street. At the time of the incident, Mr. Doyle was standing on the west sidewalk, just south of Gerrard Street. Due to the significant injuries sustained to Mr. Doyle, he was pronounced deceased at the scene. The vehicle was recovered a short time later in the parking lot of 285 Shooter Street, and this vehicle was abandoned at the time. The fatality was originally investigated by members of traffic services. As their investigation progressed, it became clear that Mr. Doyle was targeted and the act was a deliberate intent to harm him. It's at this time that the Homicide Squad took over the investigation. We've learned through our investigation that a short time prior to the collision, an altercation had ensued with Mr. Doyle, the driver of the vehicle, which I'll talk about, and another one or two males. We've also learned that, again, Mr. Doyle was in the company of one or more males who we're trying to identify. The driver of the vehicle is described as a male having brown skin, light complexion, 5'8" to 5'10", slim to medium build, with dark brown shoulder-length hair, as you can see in the video, tied into a bun. He was wearing a dark colored jacket with white stripes on the sides, and we believe he was wearing prescription glasses with rectangular frames. We've collected quite a bit of high-quality video, which we continue to go through. We wanted to release this video today in hopes of seeking the public's help in identifying the driver who fled the scene. Again, as you look at the video, this is at the point where the driver abandons the vehicle at 285 Shooter Street. As you can see, he takes care in removing his dark, we believe like an athletic type jacket with white stripes. He begins to start wiping off the inside of the vehicle, showing that he's evidence conscious, removing any or attempting to remove any fingerprints. As he closes the door, he does the same to the exterior of the vehicle and the door handle. Again, keeping in mind the hair is in a bun, but again, if it was let loose, it'd probably be below his hair or his shoulder line. He then flees southbound through the parking or the park area towards Berkeley Street. Yep. So this is the point. This is the buildings in between 285 and 295 Shooter Street. It's a blue van. He's just abandoned the vehicle. The vehicle sustained an extensive amount of damage at the front end. There was about a 1,200-foot debris field as he was getting away following the collision northbound on George Street. This is shortly after the incident. The vehicle was recovered shortly after the fatality. The driver is inside the car at this point, cleaning off the vehicle on the driver's side. He then exits. He's wiping out the outside of the driver door, the handle, and then he flees in a southbound direction. We're seeking the public's assistance in determining the exact nature of the altercation that led to this event. We know there were quite a few people on George Street at that time of day from the review of the video. We would encourage those people to come forward to speak with us. They can contact me directly at the Homicide Squad at 416-808-7400 or through Crime Stoppers at 416-222-TIPS. Questions?
His van that was abandoned?
No, that's something we're looking into, but we don't believe that this was his vehicle.
So who does the vehicle belong to? Was it stolen?
Again, that's something that we're looking at. We are unsure at this time.
Did the owner of the vehicle know the suspect?
Again, it's something we're looking at.
Did it have plates on it? Like, was it?
That vehicle is properly plated.
Can you talk a little bit about this altercation that ensued before the actual incident where this victim was hit? What was that over? What was the dispute over?
Again, it's something that we're trying to nail down. Again, watching the media, we're hearing reports, people who've spoken to you, that there may have been a robbery. It may be in a dispute regarding another incident, so that's something that we're exploring, we're trying to pin down right now, which is why we're encouraging anyone who was in that vicinity, and we know there were a number of people there. We're encouraging them to come forward and speak with us so that we can get a proper narrative of what took place prior to the fatality.
You're looking for someone who was with the victim?
Yes, the victim and this driver at some point were in an altercation, and that's what we're trying to determine.
What's the time frame? I mean, the altercation took place, and then how much time elapsed before he was hit by this van?
Again, that's something we are trying to pin down as well. We're hoping that witnesses can come forward to give us a narrative in order to establish a proper timeline as to when this took place.
Now, you apparently have, how much surveillance video have you got at this point?
Again, we have quite a bit. Most of it is very good quality, so it's just a matter of time before we identify him and we take him into custody.
Seems to do a very quick job of wiping the vehicle down. Was he successful? Did he eliminate any fingerprints?
Again, the vehicle is currently being forensically examined, and we're hoping that that will be fruitful as well.
Can you give us a little bit more information on the victim, Mr. Doyle? Does he have family that you know of? Or was he known to police previously?
He does have family, and we've notified them. He is known to us. I don't think it's proper that I get into the background of Mr. Doyle out of respect for his family, but he was known to us.
So just quickly, the video that you have, do you have video of the actual
I can advise that we do have the incident captured on video, yes.
Does that show the earlier altercation?
Again, I don't want to get into evidentiary issues with that.
Have you had many witnesses come forward? Are you asking for more?
We are asking for more, and that's, again, we know people have spoken to the media, but we encourage those people who have come and speak to you during interviews to come forward to us so that we can, again, act on Mr. Doyle's behalf and obviously take this man into custody.
Now, this video is quite clear. How confident are you that you're going to actually catch this guy?
I think it's just a matter of time before we have him identified. Again, it's good quality. Most of our video is good quality. And again, I would encourage the driver of this vehicle who may or may, most likely will see this news conference, to contact a lawyer and to do the right thing and turn himself in at the closest police station.
No, since there was an altercation, either a robbery or we've heard other things also related, is it possible that the suspect and the victim were known to each other?
I believe they knew each other, but again, it's something that we're looking into. Again, we're keeping all avenues open.
So have you heard anything about a drug deal gone wrong? I mean, have you heard those stories also?
Yes, we're hearing a variety of different stories, but we're hoping, and again, a lot of it is through the media, we're hoping that someone will come to speak to us so that we can pin that storyline down.
Are you having a hard time getting witnesses to come forward that saw anything?
We are, yeah, yes, we are. Any other questions? There is a bulletin with photos that's being provided to the media, which has still images of this driver for you to have afterwards.
The video, okay, from the video, the vehicle looks very light-colored, but then in the picture here, it looks very dark. So was it dark blue?
It was a dark van, yes, minivan.
Okay, I guess it just must be the lighting.
Yeah, some of the cameras, CCTV, will actually wash out the colors. And again, it's on a larger screen, so the resolution is as good.
This fellow, you think he's what age?
Again, we haven't nailed down the age on him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That concludes today's conference. Thank you.